All right, welcome back. And this is just a chaser. It's just after salad palate cleanser to get me ready for my savory, beef Wellington. I just want to enjoy one. Okay, I really like this beginning, but I just noticed the irony if you're Mike or any of the other people who might watch every single video. The hammer this guy's wielded, and it's kind of like the weapon the Nemesis had in the Samaritan movie. And then on a side note, my morning magic, which didn't work out as a Twitch streaming event, I picked up 1 follower, but I did achieve my highest level of skill and ability today. So I am a top level gold player now, and there's a chance I'll be making it to the platinum grade with basically a free to play. I put like $15 into the game to get the temptation shit, right? The stuff they give you for almost free. Then I stop buying stuff. So I won't say I'm a zero pay to play. I get some cosmetics and shit like that. I didn't buy. I earned all the cards that I built my decks out of. But yeah, I know. Upper level gold player now. The reason I'm saying that is every now and then I wield a Nightmare, which is a horse. Power and toughness equal to the number of swamps that you control. It looks like he's riding a Nightmare here. So, just tying in my whole life together. It's just weird how it's all kind of interweaved into this chaotic quilt of metal, rap, and conspiracy. And 420 friendly lounge visits.
Let your voice be for the revolution. All join forces with all the powers that you feel. Let your heart beat for the revolution.
We're gonna go back. So yeah, this is the. Do they write some of the best choruses. They just write catchy choruses. I like catchy shit, man. I think it's fun. This is a cool ass track.
Trying to live by your own rules, and you are crying for freedom. Raise your fist to the sky. Let your voice speak for the revolution. All join forces with all the powers that you feel. Let your heart beat for the revolution. Led by the Templars of steel.
What if the revolution started out by just not letting your neighbors be misinformed? What if the only action you only needed to do was find out how deeply you were being deceived? What if that's the only thing that would make you be born again a renegade? I don't know. This is actually HammerFall Templars of Steel off Renegade. I don't know. It's good as hell. Just thought that all fell together pretty well.
Revolution, led by the Templars of steel.
I'm getting full of myself. Sorry.
Let's spread the word of the soul survivors, with metal pounding inside their souls. The fire burns and it will forever blaze for the ones who stand strong. And you are crying for freedom with your fist in the sky. Let your voice be for the revolution. All join forces with all the powers that you feel.
All join forces with the powers that you feel. Now, Webby, last night when he was signing off on the chat, and if you go check out Webby dropped us some love, he literally watched the reaction like right after it dropped. So, I mean, honestly, that's more than I could ever have asked for. So, how does Rollen measure success? Chris Webby watched the reaction right after it dropped and then, appreciated it. That's enough. I'm probably gloating and being full of myself because my teacher told me my main goal was to actually spread the message. And I'll be damned if today ain't a day we spreading some messages. You can run. It is always permissible to change the fucking channel. That's 100% permissible. But damn it, it is also permissible for some of us to say we were lied to. And we might need some more renegades. We might need some more Templars of Steel to stand up, unite with the powers in their hearts, and say, no more lies. If you can have a cult driven by deceit and deception, you can have warriors driven by truth and light. Very little flourishes in the darkness. For those of us who like the shadows because we're safe there, that's cool. But nothing grows in the dark. Nothing sustainable lives in the darkness. It is light that gives life. See that light glow around him? Sure, he's dark and evil and dark and he's got his armor. He's still glowing with the power of lightning and light, and I don't care. I'm fucking using it for myself. I'm sure this has nothing to do with the shit I care about. But getting one person to open up their eyes to the deception that is globally being pulled is more important than anything else. So, we have some fun. Now, I know Crusader, Mike, anybody else, I haven't been in my comments, so I'm not sure who I got hanging out right now. I mean, no disrespect to any of the full-time writers. I hope I'm not going off the deep end. And go watch that movie and tell me if I'm going off the deep end. But you have to first have the courage to watch it. You have to say, okay, I want both sides of the story, and then I want to make my own decision informed. So I think this chorus hits quite at home with everything I've been saying, all the way up to Webby talking about we all should unite because we have a common enemy. They live at the penthouse at the top of the most highest skyscraper. They live at the top of the hill. They're in the big glass mansions. And they want to make decisions for everyone because they think they're your betters. And I apologize for saying that way because they're not my better. So it must be everyone else who thinks those people are their betters because it ain't me. I think they're psychopaths, hell-bent on world domination. And that is, stopping that is the heart of metal. Anyone who sides with the world domination, well, be part of that darkness. We'll weed out the darkness.
Place for the ones who stand strong, and you won't cry for freedom with your fist in the sky. Let your voice speak for the revolution. All join forces with all the powers that you feel. Let your heart beat for the revolution. Led by the Templars of steel.
Sure.
Here are the Templars of Let your voice speak for the.
Yep, I got to go back for a second because, see, I would team up with almost anybody. I don't really care what your core beliefs are. As long as you think we all could coexist together in a little bit of peace and understanding, acceptance of the differences, that's all. That's that group, man. It doesn't have a sex. It doesn't have a color. It doesn't have an age. It has a desire for freedom and maybe a little personal independence. Pretty sure that's the most resonating desire amongst most people. I don't actually meet people who are like, please, daddy, government, control me. They might be in secret, but they won't admit it out loud. Most people talk about, wanting to, do what they got to do, be with their friends, have the things they desire. The path has been pretty clear. It's working out pretty well. I'm pretty positive could bring the bottom up. We just got to cut off the top.
Let your voice speak for the revolution. All join forces with all the powers that you feel. Let your heart beat for the revolution. Led by the Templars of steel. Let your voice beat for the revolution. All join forces with all the powers that you feel. Let your heart beat for the revolution. Led by the Templars of steel. You are the Templars of steel.
Ooh, I like that. Going back to that beginning. For all of us that like it, Templars of Steel from HammerFall off of the album Renegade here. Fire. Might even inspire some people like it does me. Could just be a fun ass tune. Don't take my rhetoric to heart. I'm only talking to the couple people who want to hear it. Everybody else must just like the song. That's cool too. And if it's not your cup of tea, then go find the thing that is, that makes you join the revolution and become a renegade for your own freedom. Because if my teacher taught me anything, it's that the only state of human existence is freedom. Bondage and enslavement and control is not our natural state. Don't ever deceive yourself. You are born weak and helpless, free. The people that created you, it's their responsibility to take care of you. There is a natural order to all of it. But you don't need anyone's permission or anything to make that miracle effing happen. So you must be free right now. Their illusion that you don't know how to make up your own mind, that you just a flesh robot that they need to control. Well, I highly recommend go watch Children of Men. I think that, yeah, it's Clive Owen. Go watch that once. Watch that movie. If you can't get the message and you don't understand what I'm talking about, then enjoy the car chase scene. It's probably one of the greatest. It's up there with one of the greatest scenes ever. People are coming out of the woods, and the way they shot that scene, the making of that scene alone is worth watching the movie for. Holy crap, I just wanted to chill, and we got 20 minutes almost out of Templars of Steel. Crusader, thank you. Mike, I'm sorry that I take up a lot of your time. I think today is worth it. Later.